What's up, folks? It's Two Bricks, and happy almost the end of 2024. We are just about done with the year here, and I just wanted to take a second to show you guys a circle that I made before we are done officially with the year. Of course, those of you who are in the know that this is not just a circle. This is the Open Circle Fleet logo, denoting the fleet belonging to Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker during the Clone Wars, and this is going to be the Open Circle Fleet logo that will sit upon my 10-foot Venator Class Star Destroyer. So I thought it would be interesting because this is one of the sort of areas that I was kind of unsure about how I was going to tackle it. Thought it would be interesting to just take a second and build it and see what I was going to do, basically. And there was a couple of things that I wanted to achieve with this. Number one, get it to be as round as possible and visually to be as round as possible, especially from a distance. And one of the techniques that I'm using to achieve that here is faked sort of anti-aliasing. If you zoom in on like a JPEG that has a lot of compression to it, around the edges where harsh color differences meet, they will have these sort of softened areas in the middle here with a blending of the colors between the two areas in order to sell that this is, a soft line and not just this jaggedy pixel line, right? You guys know. so that's what I wanted to try to achieve here, and it took a lot of experimentation, but I think that I got that to work pretty well. So I wanted to feel like a big round circle as much as possible. I did not want it to feel like I just built stacked bricks and got it sort of roughly in a circle shape. I wanted it to feel really like I guess extra sort of finessed as much as I could. And then what I will do is build out from this into sort of a nice square or rectangular shape with gray, and then that will just slot into the part of the ship where the logo sits. So that's kind of my whole deal with this. And I wanted it to feel like the logo had been spray painted onto the deck of the ship that has a lot of sort of fine micro texture to it. So we have these the inverse of these brick pattern bricks, right? So we have the backside of those that kind of evoke a sort of a paneled look. We have obviously changing directions of building. That's mainly to achieve the actual shapes. So I'm going studs up this way, and then studs changing to go up that way, and then down to the bottom and out to the edge. So we get the nicest round edge possible. And in addition to kind of the paneling look, I just wanted this to feel like it's a little bit weathered and a little bit beaten up. So I have these areas here where I've deliberately left yellow in order to give the feeling that this is something that has been scraped up a little bit, or perhaps there are some parts of the ship that have been repaired, or that there are little small tiny panels, or who knows, maybe there's a junction box somebody needs to be able to access that is a different material to the rest of the ship, so it just reflects a lighter yellow color than the actual logo. So I just kind of wanted to give it that feeling of that extra little bit of realism. And since I'm going at such a large scale, this is a 20 by 20 stud piece here. I thought I may as well take the time to really, really make it sing and be the best logo it can be. So that's kind of my whole deal here with this. It's funny to be able to talk for almost 4 minutes straight about a circle that I built in Lego, but that's kind of the fun of it, right? That's why we do these things. We obsess about silly stuff that makes no difference and no sense to anybody except for us. So there you go. So this is the logo. I'm pretty darn happy with it as a finished piece. I would be willing to put this right on the Venator as is, but I'll probably end up making some tweaks and as I go, just in terms of like how I'm going to plug it in, what I'm going to do with it, to marry it to the rest of the ship and all of that stuff. So things will probably end up changing. Like when I come to finesse the edges here as far as like building the gray around it, there'll probably be some stuff that changes in here. But for now, I'm really, really happy with this as just a big circle. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to do is not use tan, because everybody uses tan for their Open Circle Fleet logo, and I wanted mine to stand out. So when you see images of a big old Venator on Google Images or whatever down the line, you'll know that this is my one, because it has the Keat orange color, or the flame yellowish orange for the predominant color for the logo, which is gonna help it be a little bit differentiated and also more accurate than tan, I think, for what we see on screen. And actually, somebody in the comments last video did suggest that I use this color, and I was already planning to do that. And here it is, and it looks great. So you were completely correct, commenter, in your suggestion. This is the way to go. So there you go. All right, folks, so here the logo is in place where roughly where it's going to be on the Venator, or, I just by eye put it in there. And I also just for kicks wanted to place it next to the stickered piece that came with the official Lego playset Venator from, I forget what year it was, but from a long time ago. Not the UCS one, the playset. And yeah, when you step back, I think that you really, really start to feel that the circularness come through, and also the edges there, the anti-aliasing that I was mentioning around the edges that help to really sell that central circle as being round. I think they really start to fade away, and you start to really appreciate it. Just your eye just reads it as a circle as it's intended. So very happy with that. Super cool bridges back there, of course. That was from video 1. And here is the entirety of the table where the Venator is going to be, and of course my measuring stick for the entire scale of the Venator here. So you may be wondering, since the last video, what happened to my fleet? It was all here, right? All my hundreds and hundreds of ships were all sitting here. Well, I went and did a thing, and that thing is I opened up the little door and I renovated the room inside of it, which is technically my attic. And I use this to make a new storage area and also for shooting and stuff. So this is actually what's been taking up my time for the last couple of weeks more than anything is I got somebody to do the drywall because I don't know how to do drywall. I've never done it. And just kind of tidy up some of this stuff in here. I placed some tables in. I obviously had to do flooring, so I took care of that myself. And then this is all now storage for what was in here already before I put tables in here. I very neatly Jenga'd everything under there, and I'm actually going to put cloth in front of this. So I've actually purchased the cloth already. I just haven't cut it, trimmed it, and put it in place. But I'm going to kind of make it into a nice sort of clean looking display here with Velcro and the cloth around the edge, which is going to be white as well. And so that's going to really help the brightness in here, because this is a very small space. It's literally just was my attic, where it was just bare exposed studs before, and there was a single depressing hanging light bulb, and now I have 3 nice light sources throughout here. They can actually also be dimmed as well, which is fun. And so this room is now fully functioning as a storage unit / extra workspace if I need it. Place to put my mocks, unfinished things like this guy that needs to get finished, which I know I am working on it. Sorry about the delays on that. But really my focus, like I said, for the last couple of weeks has just been getting this space finished so that I can put things in here, so that I can work out there on the Venator in a new space. And you can see I still have like tools and stuff that I have to take downstairs. I literally just stopped as soon as I was done to shoot this video and show you guys. So that about wraps it up, honestly, for today. I don't have a huge amount of progress. I have parts on the way. I have a very exciting plan of what to do next, and that is the interior space for the hangar, where all of the little microships are going to live. I'm going to start on that next, I think, because you might think to yourself, don't you want to start on the frame so you know how much interior space you have to work with once you have the frame? No, I want to start on the hangar interior first so that I know how much space I need to create for what I want to be in there. So I'm kind of going in reverse order to force myself to have a really, really cool hangar and not compromise on the interior space of that. So that's going to be really cool. Again, it's going to require parts orders uniquely for that. The bridge here has not changed, other than the fact that I switched out the windows. I had 2 2x plates in here before, and now I have 1x4 plates instead. And yeah, that's the only thing there. So the only thing left for me to do really is to just give all of you guys a massive thank you for the response that I've had to the first 2 Venator videos, the announcement and the part 1. This project is going to be absolutely dominating all of my time. As you can see, I've literally created a whole new room in my house so that I could make room for this to happen. And the response that you guys have given me has been absolutely overwhelming. So thank you so much. Please do share the updates as they come out with your friends and family and people who know Star Wars and people who like cool, big, crazy endeavors like this, so that we can get the channel to absolutely blow up in 2025 and people can start to see, especially once the frame and everything starts to really come together and you can really see it. This is going to be incredible. So, but I just wanted to thank you guys so much, all the comments and the engagement. Thanks to everybody who told me exactly what each bridge does and what this thing is. I very much appreciate you for all time. Keep that energy going, please. I love it. Tell me what you think of the logo. Do you think that I nailed the proportions? Do you think some depictions of it have a slightly thinner red ring around the edge? I'm curious to know what you guys think, proportion-wise about how mine looks. So yeah, there you go. All right. So I'm going to get to work on the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for watching that video here until the end. I really, really appreciate it. So now we're going to do our patron shout out for the video, and that's going to go to Core Fluxo. Core actually recently upgraded to the tier where you get a shout out in one of my videos. And so before I proceed with the rest of my Star Wars character, progression, I'm going to go ahead and give Core his shout out, and Poem, we'll just go ahead and combine those into one. And then next time around, you can get your Star Wars character shout out when your name comes up again. So let's see, Core Fluxo. That name is Deluxo. Thank you for the support. It means $1,000,000. Oh, not literally, but you know what I mean. So thank you so much, Core, for upgrading and becoming one of my in-video shout-out members. I really, really appreciate it. You are literally helping to make this happen. I'm ordering parts, and I'm going to be ordering parts every week to get the next part of the Venator up and running and fill in the gaps that I don't have in my collection. Crazily enough, I was able to build this whole logo with just the parts I had on hand in my collection, which I was kind of astounded by. Cannot do a second though, that's it. But yeah, I didn't know I had this much of the flame yellowish orange color, so now I have to order more. And the generous support of patrons like Core and others are helping me to be able to do that. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I'm gonna get to work on the next video because I have so many more to bring you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all the good YouTube stuff. And if you want to support this project in particular, head on over to Patreon and check out the tiers that we have there at patreon.com/2bricks. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Happy New Year, everybody. May 2025 be good to you. If 2024 wasn't, I hope that this one is. Let's all support each other, and we'll get through this. And hopefully we'll have some cool stuff to look at along the way made of Lego. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much, and may the Force be with you.